So here we will see the last theorem from the chapter triangles. In chapter triangles you have four important theorems. The first one was basic proportionality theorem or the Thales theorem. Then you went through the area theorem. The third one was Pythagoras theorem, and this is converse of Pythagoras theorem. So the last one from the list of the four theorems which you have to go through. Let us now go for the proof part of this particular theorem. So first we will draw the diagram by going through the figure. In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. So we draw a triangle here. Let us name this triangle as ABC. So given is triangle ABC in which square of one side, let us take that side as AC, square is equal to sum of square of other two. That means AB square plus BC square. So it is given that the square of one side is equal to one side, that side we have taken as AC, is equal to the sum of square of the other two sides. This is for a triangle. Okay, any triangle, for any triangle, if the square of one side is equal to sum of square of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to first side is a right angle. So what is that first side here? This one AC. So angle opposite to first side, that means angle ABC, or simply you can write angle B, will be equal to 90 degree. This is what you have to prove. So to prove that the angle opposite to first side, so first side AC, angle opposite to AC is angle B, or you may write as angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Or you may write angle B is a right, or you may write angle B is a right angle. Then we come to the construction part. Here the proof part, the construction part is a bit different from what you have been doing now. We will go for, in construction part, we will consider a fresh triangle which will have sum of its part equal to this particular triangle. So in construction part, we will draw a right triangle PQR. We draw a right triangle PQR, 90, right angle at Q. So in construction we will write, we try to understand it in a much better way. Okay. What we will do is we will draw a 90 degree angle. And we will take this part, this one, equal to what AB is, and we will extend it up to the length equal to AB, and then we will name it as P. And this side equal to this side BC, we will produce it up to equal the length of the side BC, and then we will join it, and we will name it as let us name it as R, let this be Q, and then we will join. So what we have done in construction part is, we have taken this side equal to this one, and we have taken this side is equal to this one, and we have taken this angle Q as 90 degree. So this is our construction part. So here we will write in construction that we draw a right triangle PQR, right angled at Q, such that PQ part is equal to AB and BC part, QR part is equal to BC. Your PQ part is equal to AB and the QR part is equal to BC. So this is what we will go for in construction. Next we come to the proof part. So this is what you have to be very much clear with. Once you understand this construction part properly, proof part is not going to be a difficult task for you for this particular theorem, for proving this particular theorem. Now This one is a right angle triangle, so we can use Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQR. So we can write in triangle PQR, we can write PR square, which is hypotenuse here for triangle PQR, is equal to PQ square plus QR square by Pythagoras theorem. With the use of Pythagoras theorem, we can write this for this triangle, because this is a right triangle at Q. Next we move to writing PQ as AB and QR as BC, because we have assumed PQ as AB and QR as BC. Why? Since PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC. After that, after getting this result, we will name it as 1, equation 1. But it is already given, we know that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, but AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. The reason is given, name it as equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, what we got here the RHS part is equal in both the equations, so we can write that PR square is equal to AC square. So therefore PR becomes equal to AC. What does it mean? It means that if we go for such kind of construction where we have considered a right triangle PQR right angled at Q, and the side PQ is equal to AB, side QR is equal to BC, then this side PR will become equal to AC. So we got this result. After this, now we see that we can easily prove these two triangles congruent. I am talking about congruency part. Because the two sides were equal by construction, and the third side we have proved equal, that PR is equal to AC. So we can prove these two triangles congruent. So this angle B will become equal to angle Q by CT, and since Q is 90, so B will become 90 degree. So this is what we have to write next. So we got this result, we will be using this result now, that PR is equal to AC. Now in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, since AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, AC is equal to PR. Reason? Construction. We have gone for construction where we have taken AB equal to PQ. This is again construction, and here we will write proved above. You may name it as equation 3, and you can write from equation 3. So therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by side congruency. So the two triangles become congruent by side congruency. So once we prove the two triangles congruent, here also we can say that the corresponding sides are equal and corresponding angles are equal. Sides were already equal, so we focus on this angle because we have to prove B equal to 90 degree. So we will write this angle B equal to angle Q by CT, corresponding part of congruent triangle. So therefore angle B is equal to 90 degree. Why? Since angle Q is equal to 90. Therefore B becomes equal to 90 degree. So this is the proof part of converse of Pythagoras theorem.